A lot of people have told me that they feel uncomfortable going into a dispensary for the first time because they're afraid of asking stupid questions. Just so you know, there are no stupid questions. But to make you feel more at ease when visiting a dispensary, we've put together a list of questions for you to ask the budtenders. I'm Adam Shorn, and this is The Green Room, the Los Angeles Times video series focusing on cannabis commerce and culture in California.
Being honest about that with us here to be able to help you, that is a good place to start, because we're here to kind of help you figure out the best way for you to feel comfortable in experiencing cannabis.
I recommend starting with anywhere between 2 to 5 milligrams, so that way you can kind of take a little bit at a time, low and slow. You can always take more, but you can never take less.
There's also different kinds of edibles that have different onset times, or different ways that you can take them. Different kinds of edibles, whether it's one that you eat, like a gummy, or maybe even something like a tincture that you're consuming sublingually, which means like under the tongue directly into your bloodstream. So it tends to have a faster onset. But ones that you're consuming, like maybe gummies or chocolates, those have a longer onset time. So it's a little bit harder to gauge right at first how much you're taking. So it's really good to kind of pace yourself.
I recommend checking out anything with a high THC count or high pinene count. I would say anything from Farm Cut, like their Pink Boost Goddess, or even some of the THCV tinctures.
CBD is great for that because it's actually not going to be psychoactive at all. It's a different cannabinoid, differing from THC, where that's going to give you the psychoactive effects. With CBD, it helps inflammation, pain. It's just a lot better at letting you keep that focus and not having anything kind of buzzy or cerebral going on while still giving you that relief. We have a couple ones that stick out. We have Classics live rosin. We also have 710 Percy pods as well. What's really great about the rosin is it's a cannabis extracted with just heat and pressure, as opposed to any other chemicals like butane or anything like that. So you could use hash or you could use whole flower. So it's solventless and it tends not to give you any headaches or kind of more of a well-rounded high, I would say. It's very clean.
There's a lovely tincture that's made with THCA and CBD. THCA is non-psychoactive, but it actually helps combat against inflammation and pain. Mary's Medicinal has an excellent one.
Terpenes are naturally occurring throughout the world. If you smell a fruit, a vegetable, or in this instance, something like the cannabis plant, those natural aromas are their terpenes. And through consumption, that's what's giving us the various effects in different strains. So for instance, with something with linalool tends to be more relaxing, but if you're allergic to lavender, that might not be your vibe. So maybe looking for something that's leading in more limonene, which tends to be uplifting and good for anti-anxiety, or even something like cariphyllene might benefit you as well.
I'm really excited actually about Farmer and the Felon. They're a lovely company of outdoor grow that specifically helps with the Last Prisoner Project, a project dedicated to helping get non-violent criminals out for marijuana offenses.
The cannabis industry in itself is evolving, which is really awesome to see. And I think, especially here at Wyllow, we're taking such a different approach at really kind of opening the dialogue and diving into more than just like words on a box and a number on a box, and really bringing intention back into consumption a little bit, and getting to know how we want to feel overall, as opposed to just right in that moment, like what we can get, you know?